Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's lesson is about IELTS Band 8 or 9 in speaking and writing. This session is a little bit of a prolonged version of my lessons, but it is absolutely essential for all of you to do the exercises that are prepared in here for better result. Let's begin. This specific video is designed for the students to improve their speaking, public speaking, or in IELTS, and in writing and academic writing, either university level or if you're taking the IELTS test in general and the academic version. My lessons are posted on YouTube and as well as Instagram channel. You need to follow for everyday new lesson. In speaking band 8 and 9, you need to answer each question. You need to use adverbs at the beginning of each sentence. The adverbs such as admittedly, apparently, assumably, assembly. So it depends on the context of what exactly you're answering the questions by like. You need to follow through and you need to use adverbs. You need to answer each question in long sentences. Examiners are looking for long sentences, not only long in terms of the length of the content, but the content should be complex as well. So when you answer each question, make sure that you provide a reason. Say why, and you also provide an example. So keep your answers long by these two tricks. You must use conjunctions and connectors in every other sentences in your writing and speaking band 8 and band 9. Avoid repeating any of those. You can use however, moreover, consequently that are considered as transitions or conjunctions. You can also add connectors such as and, but, and so. In part one of band 8 and 9 speaking, you need to answer the questions by providing a reason to all the questions that the examiners are asking. You need to provide the reason why you think so and try using expressions such as from my point of view, as far as I'm concerned. So each sentence that you produce should show off your knowledge, should show the examiner that you know what exactly you're talking about. Keep your answers long and complex. Do not pause between your sentences and keep your speech steady. You keep your notes in part two. The examiner will give you a topic and they will give you 1 minute to prepare your answers. Make sure you take notes. By taking notes, two things happen. You organize your thoughts and for the coherent speech, and then you will have more content to produce longer version of your speech. So you take notes on the topic that the examiner is giving you. Make sure you have many details to add to your speech. So taking notes will help. Use your imagination, be creative, and start your 2 minutes presentation by adding an adverb at the beginning to make your speech more interesting. Show enthusiasm on your topic and keep your answers long. Do not stop speaking till the examiner is asking you so. In part three of your speaking section, you need to compare, contrast data, culture, countries, people. So it's all about comparing and contrasting. It's not about you, it's more generic, is more general topic. Part one and part two in speaking sections are about you, but part three specifically is designed for the candidates to talk about something outside of their specific circle, I would say. Avoid making the question about yourself. Do not talk about the families or friends. Talk in general. You need to answer your question by providing few reasons and few examples. Keep your answers long. Keep your answers long and in complex structure. Do not stop speaking till the examiner asks you the question, the next question, and do not leave any question unanswered. So in part three that the examiner is asking you, excuse me, if you don't If you don't remember the question, you can ask the examiner to repeat the question. Band 8 and Band 9 in academic writing is a different sense. How is it different? In academic training, task 1 writing is all about transferring the information from the graph to English language. So the graph language is more like a business style. Anything you see, numbers and shapes, should be translated and transferred into English. You must compare and contrast data, excuse me, in passive and active voice, something that many students miss doing so in writing. They don't write in passive active voice in grammar. I posted a video on passive active. Follow the channel and subscribe. Both I posted the barcode at the end of this video that you can follow me on WhatsApp and Instagram for classes and so on. But for the passive and active video, there is a video that I posted, and make sure that you review that. You must have passive active voice in your speaking and in your writing. Not many passive sentences, but in your task 1 academic writing, you must have the passive active. You compare and contrast all data. Do not leave any information behind. For example, if there is a pie chart, you talk about all those slices of pie. If it is the bar chart, you compare, contrast highest, lowest similarities of those information, the highest data, the lowest data, and the similarities. There is something that is called overview, the message of the chart. Make sure that you understand what is the message of that chart. What is that graph trying to express? Keep your sentences long and complex. Use variety of conjunctions and connectors. Avoid repeating. Repetition is band 5 in IELTS. And you must have a concluding sentence. Many candidates are confused. At times they miss writing a concluding sentence. They say, oh, they read it somewhere, but that is not accurate. British Council, Cambridge University, ESOL Australia, IDP, they all dictate the concluding sentence is a must. Make sure you have the concluding sentence. And you must have 150 words. Try to count the words of each paragraph, not to be short, because you get penalized. In general task 1 writing, you're supposed to write a letter. Your letter writing is supposedly to be either informal, or semi-formal. There are 3 bullet points in the topic that you must answer each bullet point in a paragraph. So you need to have enough reasons to support. The letters are formal, informal, and semi-formal. To be safe, I always tell the students, write always like informal, write formal or semi-formal. So make sure you use the right vocabulary to keep the formality of the tone in your writing. To be safe, you always start with a heading like Dear Sir and Ma'am, and you end it with Sincerely Yours. So make sure that you follow that. Be creative in your sentence writing. Use complex sentences. Use conjunction connectors in every other sentence. You must have 150 words, very much the same as task 1 general writing in academic. Count your words, not to be short because you get penalized. You're shorter than 150, you lose marks. Even if you're band 9, you lose marks. For task 2 writing, both academic and general, you need to write an essay. Even if you are a university student and you're taking this test, or you're not taking this test, you will benefit from reviewing the essay content. You must always write an argument essay. Argument essay is designed for comparing and contrasting both sides of the argument and providing your opinion. You must write 5-paragraph essay in 250 words. Count your words again, not to be short. In the first paragraph of your essay, you need to write your opinion and introduce both sides of the argument. For example, if they're giving you a topic that they say compare Japan and Toronto, you need to say something about Japan and say something about Toronto in the first paragraph. You do not add details in the first paragraph. You just introduce both sides of the argument. And of course, you express your opinion, which is the thesis statement, which is the strongest sentence in your first paragraph. The thesis statement, it is placed at the end of the first paragraph, at the end of your first introductory paragraph. Your thesis statement is the main idea of your essay. An essay without the thesis statement is not an essay, it's a paragraph. Paragraph 2, the second paragraph, third paragraph, and fourth paragraph, you need to compare and contrast with reasons and results and facts and provide examples. Enough reasons. We have two different types of paragraphs, a regular paragraph and extended paragraphs. Please watch those videos that I posted in my channel below for paragraph writing, how to create a better paragraph. This goes hand in hand with this video. And either you have the regular paragraph, 5 to 7 sentences, or you have the 10 to 12 sentences for the extended paragraph. You must have enough reasons and results and examples to follow. In concluding paragraph of your essay, you can have a summary, or you can predict the idea in the future. There are 5 different types of concluding paragraphs. Follow that video that I posted. Make sure your conclusion is one of those types. Doesn't matter which type, but at least you have a paragraph that is called concluding paragraph. Summary is the most common one if you like to have it. So you quickly summarize your ideas that you provided in your first paragraph. Make sure you also rephrase or paraphrase your thesis statement in your concluding paragraph. I also posted paraphrasing and summarizing video. Make sure you watch that as well. Do not add any new ideas in the concluding paragraph, because concluding paragraphs are supposed to end the idea. Introducing a new idea is going against the rules. In this video, you need to practice tons of essential prepositional phrases. These prepositional phrases will allow you to write better and to speak better. The first prepositional phrase that I prepared for you is at once. Instead of saying immediately, you can say at once. When you say that in your speaking, you get higher band. In your writing, you get at least 1 to 2 bands higher. So avoid speaking in a simple language. Try to use phrases and expressions. At once means immediately. For example, come here at once, or you must go at once. The next prepositional phrase that I prepared for you is at times. At times means sometimes. Imagine in your sentence, in your speaking, you said sometimes, but the next sentence that you prepare in your writing and in your speaking, you need to say at times to avoid repetition. Repetition in IELTS is band 5. In writing, anything you repeat, you get band 5. In speaking, you repeat anything, you get band 5. Task 1, task 2 doesn't matter. For example, at times I feel overwhelmed, or that TV show is very funny at times. The next prepositional phrase is for a while. For a while means for on a specific period of time. For example, we talked for a while. They stayed in Seattle for a while. You can pause these videos, you can share with your friends, you can subscribe for everyday lesson, and you can follow the barcodes that I prepared for my WhatsApp for the online lessons that I provide to students. A results guarantee. All the candidates who are taking the courses with me, after like 3-4 sessions, they pass the test, they get band 8 and band 9. And watch those videos that I posted for the essential phrases. The new phrase is for once. For once means on one occasion. Instead of not repeating yourself, you can use the expressions. They're very popular, they're advanced, and they make your speech more interesting. For once, he completed his assignment. The weather prediction was right for once. The next one is in the meantime. In the meantime means in the period of time between 2 events. For example, she will be moving to California in 3 months. In the meantime, she can stay with us, or Mark starts his new job next month. In the meantime, I'll continue as a manager. In this day and age, it means in modern times. In this day and age, many people are vaccinated against COVID, or many people are superstitious even in this day and age. Pause the videos, take notes and review, make an example. In the comment box, make sure that you create examples for free assessment. When the students make sentences with any exercise that I post, I give them the free speaking or writing assessment. In time means with enough time. Did you get there in time to hear the opening remarks? We met at the theater in time to have coffee before the play started. On time means punctual or in punctual manner. She finished the project on time. Were you on time for the meeting? Make a sentence with this in the comment box. Out of date means no longer useful, not fashionable anymore, no longer fashionable. That research is out of date or medical knowledge becomes out of date quickly. Can you make an example in the comment box for practice? To date means until including the present time. To date, only 300 people have signed the petition. This is his best film to date. It means up until this moment. This is the exercise that I prepared for you. Pause the video, answer the questions in the comment box, share the ideas with your friends, and comments on the other participants who are answering the question. Each sentence, when you read, make sure that you choose one of these specific words that I posted for you. The next lesson for similarities and differences expression. This is a bonus lesson. I prepared 2 exercises for you this session because I wanted you to learn how to apply better expressions in your speaking and your writing task 1 and task 2, general training or academic training. These expressions will help you in part 3 and essay writing, as well as task 1 writing in general training and academic training to compare and contrast your information. You use at odds, it means in disagreement. For example, the 2 countries are at odds. He doesn't see the policies are at odds. It means in disagreement. Make a sentence in the comment box below and comment on your friends when they make a sentence. By comparison means to compare. For example, she was brilliant, that the rest of us seemed like idiots by comparison. In comparing to, you can use this expression in your task 1 academic writing. By comparison, for example, the chart is showing, is depicting, is illustrating, and so on. In common means sharing similar features or interests. The 2 young boys have a lot in common. You're comparing some graphs, you're comparing some ideas in speaking and in writing, task 1, task 2, you use this expression in common. Make a sentence in the comment box. In every way, in no way, in some way, in many ways. So this expression, we use these phrases to indicate the extent to which a claim is true. For example, they were similar in many ways. When you're comparing contrasting ideas up in the chart, task 1, task 2, in speaking, you can, for example, if the examiner in the speaking section part 3 is asking you, how do you differentiate the life nowadays the younger generation are having versus the older generation? You say in every way the life is changing or the life is different. It is very important to use this expression to get band 7, 8, and 9. Likewise means in the same way. I learned to swim by practicing. I learned French in the same way. Or likewise, I learned French. To avoid the way you learn many of these expressions will help you not to avoid repeating, not to repeat yourself. On the contrary, this phrase indicates a claim while implying that a previously mentioned claim is untrue. For example, she said, few people discuss politics. On the contrary, I discuss it often. Be careful about the preposition. It's called on the contrary. It must be exactly word by word the same. To the contrary is another expression showing the opposite to be true. For example, is there any evidence to the contrary? This is one of those interesting ones that you can use in your concluding paragraph, in your body paragraph, when you're comparing contrasting ideas in task 1, task 2, when you're speaking and answering the question, when the examiner is testing you. Make sure you make a sentence in the comment box and follow through. I also prepared an exercise practice lesson for you. Make sure you use one of these prepositions to fill in the blanks. If you forgot, review this video from the beginning again to remember that. It's very, very interesting to know that. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to take you back to the website that I prepared for you. Let me share my page again with you. This website, we talked about it. It's the British Council website in Task 1 and Task 2 rating. We talked about the listening, and today I'm going to walk you through Task 2 writing. So as you can see, prepare for IELTS Task 2. This website is free, more than welcome to review that. The website address is ielts-exam.net. So each topic that I select, I ask the candidate to read the topic carefully and read the sample essay. The essay that you're supposed to write in IELTS is over 40 minutes, 250 words essay you need to write. The new topic is asking you about overpopulation. Overpopulation is the world's most serious environmental problem. Okay, that's the idea, that's the remark. The question is asking you, to what extent do you agree or disagree with this statement? So you must be able to show your agreement and disagreement. Basically, you need to compare and contrast data. The main reason that in this video I prepared the expressions of compare, contrast, similarities, and differences, and those prepositional phrases is for you to be able to speak better. It's for you to be able to write better. The model answer, I always ask the students to read the model answer. Model answers in this website, they're not band 9, but they're band 7 and 8. They're high enough to pass. These are the recycled topics. These are the actual IELTS test topics. They recycle, British Council will recycle the topics for the candidates to be able to get the idea of what the real topics might be like. In the first paragraph, the candidate is rating overpopulation is indeed a growing concern in the developing world, causing many of the planet's environmental problems. General idea about the topic. Then, introducing both sides of the argument. Although an increasing population does have a negative impact on the environment, and to an extent, you see these expressions that I was just teaching you some of the other expressions, they're very important in writing. To this extent, the greatest problem is in fact caused by the way in which humans choose to live their lives. Okay, in the following essay, both ideas are argued or discussed. That's fine. I don't personally like this saying. I rather when the students express their opinion instead of saying, announcing that I'm going to explain. This is not a very strong thesis statement. The last sentence should be indicating your main idea. What do you think about overpopulation, for example? The second paragraph, the candidate wrote, overpopulation does have a serious impact on the environment. Okay, all right. This is the topic sentence. Each paragraph must have one topic sentence, then providing reasons, results, example to support. The candidate is providing reason, results, supporting examples and facts. An increase in population means more pollution caused by more cars on the road, more factories, more farming, and more household chemicals. You see the examples that he's providing? Pollution is a significant environmental issue, and it can have a serious effect on human and animal health. Okay. The candidate provided facts, reasons, results, examples, but only about serious impacts of the world's population, right? So one paragraph, one topic sentence, one ideas or a group of ideas around one idea. So for each paragraph, you cannot have two ideas. You must have one topic sentence, one topic idea. The next paragraph, the candidate said, overpopulation also means that natural resources are decreasing. So it's all about the negative point because the topic was asking about the most serious environmental problem. It's not about the positive side of overpopulation. It is asking about the serious problem. So any paragraph that you create, you should talk about the serious problem. It's not a rosy color anywhere, right? So you're not supposed to talk about the positive side of overpopulation. Overpopulation also means that the serious impact on the environment. I read the second paragraph. The third paragraph, it says it is decreasing the natural resources rapidly. And then the reasoning, facts, and result. Following that up, the modern world is consuming more than it can produce. People are continuously buying more products and building more houses. Freshwater, oil, and natural gas are just some of the resources which are in demand. You see the expressions that I was teaching you, some other expression in this video. Follow my other videos about idiomatic expression and follow my Instagram. I posted at the end of this video, I posted the barcode for you to easily scan and follow my Instagram. And if you like to have the lessons with me online, I posted the barcode for my WhatsApp as well. Perhaps, and then this another paragraph. It said, perhaps overpopulation would not be an issue, however, if society changed the way in which they lived. Okay, so they wanted to say it is the problem, but if we change the way that we live, maybe overpopulation would be okay. For example, you see the examples following. For example, in order to help these environmental problems, people could try to save natural resources by using less water or by consuming fewer products. You see how the analogy and the analysis of the topic is going over? Logical communication, coherent reasoning, supporting the topic sentence in each paragraph. They could also try to reuse and recycle more. Pollution could also be kept to a minimum if people only bought organic food or tried to use their cars less. In summary, always concluding sentence, concluding paragraph is a must. In summary, although overpopulation is a significant problem when considering the environment, it would be less of an issue if people made certain changes to their daily lifestyle. If I want to mark this essay is a band 7 essay, is not a band 8 or 9, but it's good enough with the reasoning, very well organized, good punctuation, good expressions, one topic for each body paragraph. The thesis statement is not strong. If I were this candidate, I would definitely change the thesis statement in expressing his or her opinion. The number of words are given. More than welcome to follow me on WhatsApp. I posted my barcode at the end of this video. If you would like to have the free assessment of speaking and your writing before the classes, if you would like to have classes with me online. So this is one of those topics that I posted for the students to follow. I'm going to show you the vocabulary practice. In my previous video, I opened this practice. Today, I'm going to teach you comparing and contrasting or presenting an argument. This is very interesting. How are you supposed to present an argument? It is very essential for the candidates to learn the good expression because in speaking section, they're asking questions that you need to argue your opinion. In your essay writing, the examiner will give you a topic to argue your point of view. So to have these expressions, you need to practice them, either in speaking or writing. You say, I'm ready in two minds about what to do, for example, or it is often said that knowledge is the key to power. Okay, these are good expressions. On the one hand, I would experience lots of the culture and so on. You see when I say start your sentences with an adverb, it makes your speech and it makes your writing thorough and very strong in band 8, band 9. Another point is that, and then continue with the reason. And I am not alone in this opinion. When you're arguing your opinion, these expressions are absolutely essential to be used in your speaking, in your task 1, in your task 2. In your task 1, you don't need your personal opinion unless you're writing a letter in general training. However, it could be argued that I also blah, blah, blah. Secondly, if I go straight to university, so by organizing, the coherence will follow through. First of all, there are many benefits of going straight to university. Imagine that the topic is about what are the benefits of going to university. So try to have that organization for your speech. But I believe that it would be easy to make a bit while I was traveling. Moreover, you see the variety of conjunctions. To go to this page, you can click on vocabulary for IELTS and learn one lesson every day. This is the lesson that I'm training you on today. I will be able to take part in the social activities. The most important point, at the beginning of each sentence, try to have that opening phrase. Opening phrases will give you another band speaking and writing. Nevertheless, variety of conjunctions will give you another band. In my opinion, express your opinion in task 2 writing, in speaking. On the other hand, or on the one hand, by each video that I post, at the end of each video, I have practice lessons of the expression. So when you follow, you'll see that. Furthermore, I spend a year traveling and so on. And then at the end, all right. So my suggestion is learn these and then write a sentence with each in the comment box in the video below. That is about your writing. For the speaking part, part 1 and part 2, there are topics in here. There are some sample examples. My suggestion is let's go to the IELTS test for practice, like the practice test for IELTS, and make sure that you practice every day. When you click on the practice test, set the timer. I always remind the students to work with the time, because the challenge of test taking is the timing. And you can practice one section of the listening each day. Discipline yourself, dedicate yourself at least half an hour to 2 hours every day, either sporadic to practice. The consistency in practice will give you the power of getting the higher mark. Is all about practicing and keeping it consistent. I post one new video to train the students in different skills. This video is designed to train you for the speaking section and writing section, task 1, task 2, because many of you guys were asking me to post the video. Many of my students who are getting trained with me on Zoom, make sure you follow the barcode at the end of this video to have my WhatsApp and communicate with me on WhatsApp. Then we'll take it from there. One lesson every day to practice and take the actual test. The good thing with the test is when you click on this, you can hear the listening by clicking on this one, and then you see the question. You can have a piece of paper answer. And the good point with this website is the answer key is provided, so you can practice as a self-assess practice. It is excellent, and the students love this. This is one of those websites that I'm not promoting the website, but it's good that it's free for the students. They can practice, and it is the official website of British Council. Any tests that you're taking, make sure that you use the specific official websites for that specific test, because the level of difficulty of that test must be accurate. If you're taking the IELTS, you cannot take the simple IELTS, because IELTS test is a complex test, and you need to make sure that the level of difficulty of the questions are accurate. So this website gives you the level of difficulty of that specific level that you're looking for. Practice one lesson, one practice assignment every day. For the reading session, one reading passage every day, and then speed up, 2 reading passage every day, and then speed up, 3 reading passages every day. You must be able to complete 20 minutes. You must be able to complete 1 reading passage. Click on here, you see the reading passage, and then you read the reading passage. Make sure when you read it in a proper way, and the questions are aligning here, okay? So the questions in the reading passages that they're asking you are important questions, and I posted some videos about how to answer each type of question. There are 5 different types of question in reading passages. Make sure you follow. For example, this one is called list of heading. I posted other videos about how to answer the question in list of heading, how to answer the question in yes, no, not given, how to answer the question in multiple choice, and so on. So other videos that I posted, make sure you follow them as well, and subscribe if you haven't. So every day is a new lesson. So after you finish, you answer those, then there is an answer key that you can check your answers. That is for the reading passage. For the writing section, they give you task 1, and then I like this website because you read the topic and you read the sample essay, and then you need to start writing. More than welcome to scan the barcode of my WhatsApp and my Instagram at the end of this video. And if you like me to assess you in speaking and writing, communicate with me on WhatsApp and we'll take it from there. And so you see the sample essay that is written and what are the important elements in writing: task achievement, coherence, cohesion, lexical resource, and grammatical. So these are the components and these are the categories that examiners are assessing the candidates. I can assess you for free. Once you subscribe, message me on WhatsApp and I will assess you. And if you would like to, the assessment is free, but if you would like to continue the lessons, then we'll take it from there. Then after the writing, your task 2 writing is here. You can just look at task 2. The topic is given. You can read each sample. My suggestion is always read the sample essay because you get more ideas and maybe you can insert these ideas within your essay. This is pretty long, like 411 words. It's time consuming. You don't need to exceed 5 paragraphs. For each paragraph, 1 topic sentence. And make sure you follow my paragraphing videos, how to create a good organized paragraph for IELTS. I posted a few videos on that as well. And after that, they give you some sample of the speaking. So these tests are updated every 2 weeks. You get the accurate, new, brand new tests. And because this website belongs to British Council, they keep posting the new tests for free, which are the recycled of the actual IELTS test. In part 1, the question that are asking, there are 2 types of question. Either the examiner is asking you about your work or study, or the examiner is asking you where you live. And then they give you 2 other topics in part 1. 2 other topics is selected from 15 topics. I posted other videos like the actual topics that are getting updated. They ask about family, about flowers, about traveling, about cooking, about your hobby, about movies, like regular things. In part 1, you speak about yourself. I posted the speaking video as well, how to have band 9 speaking in my other videos. And in part 2, you have 1 minute to get ready to talk about this topic, but you should answer all these questions. You must answer what you found, how you found it, and what you did with it to describe something interesting that once you found. My suggestion is when you take notes, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, make sure that you take notes over 1 minute on that piece of paper that the examiner will give you. Then start speaking for 2 minutes. Do not stop talking. Use the good expressions. Use the complex sentence structure. Use wide variety of conjunction connectors. Make sure that you have variety of the structure. Try to have passive active. Start your sentences with an adverb. These are all important for band 8 and band 9. In part 3, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, the topics are more general. Avoid talking about yourself. Part 1, part 2 is all about you, your family, your loved ones, your friends, and so on. You can say I, me, my, myself, and you, and so on. In part 3, however, avoid talking about yourself. Start talking about some countries, compare cultures, compare people rather than nationalities, for example, rather than just talking about yourself. Topic 2 and topic 3 are the same. For example, if the examiner is asking you about something interesting that you wanted to do, which can be considered as your hobby, in part 3, they're talking to you about hobbies. So part 2 and part 3, the topics are the same. My suggestion, again, for everybody is to follow these videos every day. And I'm going to share I'm going to share my, bear with me. Let me share my new page again. This was the practice exercise that I prepared for you, and there are 2 of them. Make sure you answer all these questions in the comment box, and make sure you subscribe and follow this barcode for scan, and follow me on Instagram and scan and communicate with me for the free assessment of your speaking section as well as your writing section. The assessment is free, and then if you decide to have classes, I give you the schedule and so on. And I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.